Someone who tries to change everything all at once generally changes nothing. I find this is so important when it comes to self-discipline. Pick one thing you're gonna change and follow that. And once that one thing is now a part of your new habit, you can move forward and go for another habit that maybe you want to change. Hello, my name is Kayla Larson and I'm coming to you from the beautiful prairies of Saskatchewan, and I'm here to share with you today a success principle. So we're going to dive into discipline today, which is super important when you're going after and achieving worthy goals. So what is discipline? Discipline is the ability to give yourself a command and follow it. Now, sometimes people can get this confused with self-discipline. When you're disciplined maybe by others, someone else is enforcing you to do that new habit. But when you are disciplined through self-discipline with yourself, you're doing it because you've promised these actions to yourself. So you're doing it for yourself, and this is the highest form of discipline we can accomplish. Now, how do you create discipline in your life? I have 3 principles that I think really can help you to align and bring discipline into your life. Now, the first one is avoiding instant gratification. So often we can get comfortable and we can choose our habits that are near to us because they give us satisfaction right away. When someone becomes disciplined, they know they have a goal, and they're going to have to make some sacrifices and some priorities in order to achieve that goal. And that may mean saying no to some things that are instantly gratifying or comfortable. The second would be to be able to do the steps you need to do, even if you're not in the mood. I often hear people say, "Oh, I'll wait until I'm in a better mood to do this." But truly, that's like saying you're gonna wait until all the lights are green to leave the house. And ultimately, that is not accurate or in alignment. So what we do need to do is we need to set ourselves up for success mentally by deciding, instead of talking yourself out of something, we want to talk ourselves into that and why we're committed to these actions to achieve our goal. And then the next is going to be making decisions in advance. We make pre-made bookings when we go and travel, or some people do meal prep because they're deciding in advance where they're going to go. They're deciding in advance what they're going to eat. So then when the opportunity shows up, they don't need to make the decision's already made, and then it's easy to move into the next stage. So the 3 principles for self-discipline are avoiding instant gratification. Is this going to benefit me long term, or is it just going to give me a quick happy fix and then I'll be right back to where I was? Number 2, am I waiting to be in the proper mood, or am I doing it even though it may be uncomfortable? And then number 3, making decisions in advance. I'm going to do this no matter what, and writing it down and keeping yourself accountable for it. So what is discipline going to do for you? Firstly, discipline is going to help you create a routine. Something that when you get up in the morning, you know the direction you're going, you know the star you're shooting for, and you know the steps you have to take to be in alignment with that. Now, once one of my mentors told me, someone who tries to change everything all at once generally changes nothing. I find this is so important when it comes to self-discipline. Pick one thing you're gonna change and follow that. And once that one thing is now a part of your new habit, you can move forward and go for another habit that maybe you want to change. Another thing that discipline will do for you over time is it's gonna help you to get to think from the end. So some questions you might ask yourself are, what is one thing that if I did consistently every day, that over 6 months or the next year would create the biggest change? So then answer that, and now hold that image of yourself being that disciplined person, doing that task or that action step, becoming that version of you, and then say, what does it look like now that I've become a disciplined person in this action for the last 2 years, the last 3 years? right? It's discipline that's going to create traits and actions that are going to stick, which ultimately will change our thoughts, to change our feelings, to change our actions, and ultimately our results. And lastly, what discipline, when you develop the principle of discipline, what it's going to do for you is it's going to keep you accountable for yourself. Now, maybe when you start this, you might need someone else to keep you accountable. I know when I was first getting up at 4 in the morning, I had someone else who was getting up early. I texted them every morning and they would say good morning to me. But then over time, I didn't need to text them in the morning because I knew I was accountable for myself and I was going to get up, because it went from discipline to self-discipline. So with that being said, I would like to end with a quote by Gandhi, and he said that discipline creates a happy life. And I truly believe this. Through developing the character trait of discipline, you can learn to avoid instant gratification, make decisions well in advance, move towards your actions no matter your mood, create a routine that makes you succeed and so happy, think from the end of your results, and create that accountability for yourself. So with that being said, I hope you have an absolutely beautiful and blessed day. I hope you go and take this lesson on discipline and create self-discipline in your life that's going to help to turn your thinking into results. Until next time.